Hi everyone, Stephanie Calhoun here, and the next question in a series of question and answer regarding yoga, Ayurveda, meditation, and life. Today's question comes to us from my friend Trudy, who has been told to not weight bear on her leg because of a foot leg injury that she has for the next 6 weeks. And her question is, how do I remain fit? And yeah, how do I remain fit during that 6-week period of time? So my question to throw back is, Trudy, what kind of fitness do you mean? So first there's cardiovascular fitness, and second there's muscular fitness. So how much do you atrophy or lose muscle tone during those 6 weeks, or can you maintain it? And then thirdly, fitness relating to health and healing. So cardiovascular fitness, a simple practice you can incorporate from principles of yoga and Ayurveda is to work with Dirga Pranayama, which is the 3-part breath. So this particular breathing practice will allow you to enhance your life force energy. When the body's trying to heal itself, it requires an increased amount of support by prana, or what the Chinese would call qi. So in order to facilitate this, a great practice is pranayama. Dirga Pranayama, why I'm suggesting that one in particular is because it will really fill the lung capacity to your fullest capacity at this point. In doing so, you'll highly oxygenate the body, really nicely deplete or diminish excess CO2 and wastes in the body that are not needed at this time. And to do so, this 3-part breathing, I like to think of it as pouring up a vase full of water. So you start by pouring the water into the vase being your torso. So if you think of a nice full deep breath coming in through the nostrils, the first part of the vase to get filled is the bottom. So we let the belly expand. Doing this a few times, so you exhale and empty the belly, breathing into the belly again on your inhale. Eventually, after a few exhales and inhales, you might feel like you could bring in a little more. So now the vase gets filled up a little further. So first part, breathe into the belly again. Second part, start to fill into the rib cage or the mid part of the vase. And with your exhale, empty the mid-torso and empty from the belly. When we eventually get to the point of adding the third part, we fill the belly, then we fill into the rib cage, and then it's as though you sip in a last little bit of breath, as though you're pouring last little bits of water higher up near the collarbones, trying of course to keep the shoulders soft. Exhaling from the upper chest, exhale mid-torso, exhale belly. So that's your 3 parts: belly, ribs, chest. Exhaling from the top down as though you're pouring that water back out of the vase. So if you were to practice this, Trudy, or any of you, for a few minutes a day, start with maybe 3, 5, 8 minutes if you can. That might feel like a very long time to go all the way to 8 minutes. So start with what you can, what's manageable. Increase it a little bit each day, really trying to remain relaxed in the body and getting a nice full depth of breath. So second, muscular atrophy. So the concept here in the theory of exercise is you use it or you lose it. So if you're unable to weight bear on one leg, that doesn't mean you can't use the other leg. So you've probably experienced already, Trudy, when you need to go to the washroom or change where you are in your home, you're getting probably pretty good at doing a single leg squat. So whether you've got something beside you like rails, a table, another chair, starting to sit yourself down using one leg to control that descent, one leg to control coming back up. You can do this as a series of repetitions over and over, strengthening that one leg. It's going to keep the hips working. Also, it's going to prevent you from just stiffening from sitting around, not doing anything. Eventually, when you get back to being able to weight bear on that leg again, the body is really incredible in how it heals, and we have something called muscle memory. So once you get back to being able to walk and maybe jog or bike or do any activities eventually that you were doing before, that muscle memory means you're going to regain the strength that you lost fairly quickly, and you'll get back to where you were. So don't worry, it's just 6 weeks. I know it seems like eternity right now, but it could be much worse. So then what do you do about the upper body? You probably got some time to kill. Why not add some upper body work into that? Things like sitting at the edge of your bed or the edge of the chair, having the hands back behind you, your bottom sliding forward past the edge of the chair or the bed surface, and bending the elbows to sink your way down and press yourself back up. So it's a way of doing a tricep extension exercise from a seated position, the good leg or good foot that can weight bear on the floor, the other leg simply raised up so it's not bearing any weight. So doing 8 up to 10, 12 repetitions of this if you can. Do what you can with good technique, good form. Keep the head and neck aligned. Use your Dirga Pranayama as you do so, even a better tip. And that's a great way to strengthen the back of the arm, the triceps, chest, and shoulders. You could use jugs of water, soup cans, resistance bands, free weights to do some work for the biceps, doing bicep curls, pressing the arms overhead to strengthen the shoulders, as well as side raises for the shoulders. Lying on your bed or the floor, your injured leg supported, doing single leg bridges, pressing yourself up, hips raising towards the ceiling and back down, keeping the back and the legs really strong and healthy. Doing bench press type exercise from the floor, pushing weights or some object of resistance up away from you, maybe your dog. And yeah, lots of variables of how you can maintain muscular fitness and prevent atrophy the best you can. Now thirdly, the other thing I think is worth mentioning is overall fitness in the process of healing. So what is happening when we're healing is you're healing. The body needs time to do this. It needs actually time of rest. So we want to provide that space, ease, and comfort, so it has the capacity to do what the body is needing to do. It has a big job underway right now. All of the chi or prana, life force, is going into that area that is injured. This applies to all of you for any injury you're experiencing right now. Your life force energy is trying to go to that space and allow it to heal. When we then put excessive overload of activity or demand on the body when it's trying to heal something, we're essentially robbing healing energy from what really needs it right now. The body only has so much energy at a time. You don't want to deplete your tissues from the ability to heal. So my suggestion, which would be probably number one to promote your ability to heal, is maybe doing some restorative yoga. So having the body really fully supported in your bed, propped up so you're feeling no stress on the body at all, allowing yourself 10, 15, 20 minutes in a posture where you feel fully supported. Maybe look up supported bound angle. If that puts stress on the leg, look at mountain brook pose. Perhaps look these up, Google them. Figure out how you need to prop yourself so you feel no stress at all. And during that time, trying to deeply relax the body, maybe spend 2-3 minutes first of that Dirga Pranayama, instilling a nice calm nervous system response, then allow yourself to be settled into peaceful relaxation. This is incredibly therapeutic for the healing process, and I highly recommend you do this. Lastly, when we're forced to be not as active as usual, if you're spending more time in a chair or your bed, you're probably finding you're starting to get a little stiff. So in that stiffness, that's your fascial system stiffening up, the sort of saran wrap of the body, getting a little dried out, a little restricted. So your remedy here is yin yoga. Doing a simple practice, straight leg, forward bend, letting your spine round so you allow your spine to stretch. Lying yourself back over top of a couple of pillows on your bed or on the floor so the back is fully supported. Low back, right up to your head, nicely supported. Arms may be falling to the sides, allowing for the spine to now be bending backwards. That forward and backward movement for the spine and the pelvis is really crucial and fundamental to overall health. Lastly, maybe taking the chance to take a spinal twist. So when you're lying on your back, bend the knees, feet to your bed or floor, drop the knees both over to the left side. For each of these postures, stay maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes if it feels tolerable. After that time, support with your core, bring the legs back up to center, stretch out long if you need, take the knees to the other side again. Then maybe combining it, a few minutes of breathing, pranayama, few minutes or a few different postures of yin yoga, 3 to 5 minutes each perhaps, and really important that your muscles be relaxed here. And then finishing that off with a restorative posture for 10-15 minutes. Really fabulous idea, nice and helpful for the healing process. And not only of the body, but the healing of the mind, the stress that we undergo when we're unable to do what we normally do. So I hope this has been helpful, Trudy. I hope you heal really well and literally get back on your feet as soon as you possibly can. And so maybe heed this advice, any of you also who are going through some injury at this time. Enjoy the sunshine, enjoy your breath, enjoy your life. Have a great day.